Our mayor, the ticket taker, Mayor Villaraigosa, loves the Lakers. He loves the spotlight so much. Apparently, he's taking free tickets from the Lakers. And he's taking free tickets from the Dodgers. And he's taking free tickets from just about everybody else in town. Problem is, Mr. Mayor, I think that's against the rules. Speaking of the Lakers, the Celtics aren't exactly their best friends. The rivals start the NBA Finals in 2 days at Staples Center. We'll break down what Kobe and the Lakers must do to go back-to-back. And how'd you like to look out the window and see those in your backyard? A mama bear and her cubs invaded San Dimas. Took a little dip in the pool, had a little bite to eat. Look at that, how cute. Yeah, it's cute until there's a bear in your yard. All the stories people are talking about and everything you need to know right now on The Filter. Hello again, off the top, The Filter Forefront. Our top 4 of the day, including, do you think drinking in moderation is okay? If you're in 5th grade? But we'll begin with this. The mayor of Los Angeles is a busy man, makes many personal appearances. For example, I was with him to open the Little League season in Chatsworth a few years ago. Now, whether you agree or disagree with the way he runs the city, he's always been highly visible. That's created a problem. Antonio Villaraigosa sits courtside at Staples Center for the Lakers. He sits next to Frank McCourt at the Dodger games. He attends award shows and cultural events. He doesn't pay to attend most of the events and didn't disclose he was given free tickets. He considers those appearances to be part of his official duty to promote and represent Los Angeles. Not everybody agrees. Our contributors tonight, Ron Kay from RonKLA.com, and actress and social activist Deborah Wilson. Our pictures are furnished by Skype. Deb, I'll start with you. Mayor says he is conducting business as the mayor. You think he's doing anything wrong?
You know what? He's absolutely doing something wrong. You know what? Let's cut the crap here. He's so full of BS. It's one thing to attend an event because really it's important. I've actually been to an event with Mayor Villaraigosa where it was necessary. It was very, very important. It was at the Beverly Hilton. I understand that. I actually did a red carpet interview with him. Gotcha. But when you're getting tickets on a regular or semi-regular basis, what you're doing is you're just proving that as the mayor, you're another elitist, a.k.a. Captain Capitalist, taking advantage of a situation. And when the elite take advantage of a situation, everyone seems to turn a blind eye, including the IRS, including everyone involved. Everyone turns a blind eye. Yet, if I didn't claim certain things on my taxes, you better believe the government would be after me. This is a man who spent $3.3 million on a campaign. This is a man who was told years earlier that the way he was spending and the way he was utilizing the budget, that there was a possibility and a potential of the city going bankrupt. This is someone who doesn't care and doesn't hold himself beholden to anyone but himself in that particular way. And yes, the way he runs this city to a certain extent in his personality and in what he does politically is not that far from what he does. He doesn't make himself truly beholden to the people.
Now, Ron, if he were to declare this, if he were to admit this, it wouldn't be a problem, would it?
No, he's got a problem no matter what he does. The city ethics laws are very tough about taking any gift over $100. That's probably 500 or 1,000 bottles of wine for $500 to $1,000 a piece. It's dozens and dozens and dozens of tickets that are worth $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, whatever they're worth to be courtside at the Lakers. He probably has a tax liability of hundreds of thousands of dollars for taxable fringe benefits. He's violated the city ethics law, the state ethics law, and federal and state tax laws. I think we should be starting the Antonio Villaraigosa Legal Defense Fund because those same people are going to come up with the money to pay his bills to get him out of this trouble. He has made a very serious mistake and acted like he's got the royal we and the privileges of kings and queens.
All right, we don't have a lot of time left on this topic, but Ron, I just want to ask you a quick follow-up. Give it to me in 15 seconds. He's saying he's conducting official business. He's saying he's presenting proclamations. He's acknowledging people. That's why he's at the event. That doesn't wash with you?
No, it's not the law at all. He can give all the proclamations he wants, but going to a Lakers game doesn't make it an official event. An official event is going to a community event, and all kinds of things are in the line of duty, but a Lakers game isn't. Proclamations aren't a ticket into the Lakers game. Those courtside seats are worth over $3,000 at face value. He has a serious problem. The city limit on gifts is $100 per a year per person. So he's in serious trouble, and I don't think he can get out of this one.
All right, let's move on to our next topic. And this next story simply is not going to go away. Who's next to jump on the boycott Arizona bandwagon? The LAUSD is deciding if it should boycott Arizona. Now, this is the school district in huge financial peril. It cannot manage its own money, but it does have time to consider that. The LA County Board of Supervisors also has time to consider it. Xavier Slawski and Gloria Molina liked the idea. Don Kanabi and Mike Antonovich didn't. Antonovich called it stupid. It all came down to Mark Ridley Thomas. He had the deciding vote. In California, it's become the in thing to do. And Ron, Mark Ridley Thomas voted for the boycott. If you were him,
well,
how would you vote?
He sounded like a guy who wasn't going to do that, who knew better, but he rolled over because they think it's politically okay to do this. They think it's politically okay to do what the cops did over the weekend in L.A. of beating the crap out of a bunch of bicyclists who were riding through Hollywood, as they do in huge numbers and can be annoying. But the video is appalling of what we saw there. It reminds you of the old days when we had a police state here and the cops thought they could take down anybody who got in their way. They ought to be worried about what's wrong in this city, in this state, in this county. It's all going to hell, and it's their responsibility. They're worried about what Arizona's doing because they aren't dealing with their own problems. It's a pure deflection of responsibility from trying to get people to pay attention to something other than their failures.
What do you think, Deb?
You know what? Not only are we going to hell, we're going to hell with gasoline drawers on. We're burning ourselves to death. And did you know that when you get on an airplane, the first thing a flight attendant will tell you when you're paying attention to the rules and regulations of the flight is that you're supposed to put on your breathing mask before putting on anybody else's. And the point is you can't help anybody else if you don't help yourself first. And this is the same situation. We're so busy in somebody else's backyard telling them how to run their politics without paying attention to our own. Our school systems are dying. Our budget is being killed and destroyed every single day. In 1930, did you know there was more advertising about moving to California than there was in the school system and the budget? And you know what? It's a repeat in the in the year 2010. It's a repeat. There is not enough bake sales or anything else that can help our unified school district, and yet we're going to spend the time, the energy, and the effort to care about somebody else's politics who, by the way, has the right to be able to do that and is not breaking any laws. What is going on? Well,
I think it's interesting. And the majority of people obviously agree with the Arizona law. I mean, polls have indicated that. But in this state, if the politicians keep coming up with these kinds of ideas to deflect the criticism, it's as if the citizens of California can't see the problems ahead of them, and they keep mounting and mounting and mounting and worrying about Arizona. I mean,
which is unfortunate because it really does make it our fault, and we cannot blame politicians at this point.
Well, that's right. That's right. Okay, let's move on here.